remember, chemists, safety first, so make sure to have your safety goggles on. Hello chemists, so today we're going to be doing the anti-freeze lab. My name is Calvin.
And this is his lab partner, Greg.
And so we're going to be showing you how to do this lab today. So first, we're going to start with preparing 3 samples, and we have 3 beakers here to do so. So to start off, we need 3 samples, one with 50 milliliters of distilled water, one with 3 grams of calcium chloride and 50 milliliters of distilled water, and one with 6 grams of calcium chloride with 50 milliliters of distilled water. So to start, we're first going to pour 50 milliliters of water into our first beaker. So here's our beaker. And here's our graduated cylinder with 50 milliliters of water. So we're going to pour this in. And we're going to put this onto the side. And now repeat the procedure 2 more times with your graduated cylinder of 50 milliliters of water to fill up water into your other 2 beakers. Okay, so now we have all 3 beakers set up with our 50 milliliters of distilled water. So now we're going to go get some calcium chloride.
Now we're going to start making the solutions of calcium chloride. So for the first beaker, we'll usually have 50 milliliters of distilled water. But for the second beaker, we're going to add about 3 grams of calcium chloride to it. And for the third beaker, we're going to add 6 grams of the calcium chloride to it. And now we just stir them. Now we're going to prepare an ice salt bath with 6 ice cubes and 20 grams of sodium chloride.
So now we're going to go back to the 3 samples we prepared earlier, and we're going to pour each of those samples into a large test tube. And we're not going to need too much, we're just going to pour a little bit in, and I'm going to show you how to do each of them. So with the 3 test tubes, we're going to start with the water first. So we're going to need around this much, and we're going to repeat the process for the 3 grams calcium chloride and 6 grams calcium chloride with 50 milliliters of distilled water. Okay, so after we filled out all the test tubes with the samples, we're going to be using these test tubes and putting them into the ice bath to freeze them. Okay, so now we're going to let the 3 test tubes freeze, so we're going to put it to the side, and now we're going to boil the 3 leftover beakers on a hot plate. Also, here's a little tip. If your ice bath isn't cold enough, feel free to add a few more ice cubes and also some sodium chloride to the mixture to make it colder. Okay, so now with our 3 beakers, we're going to put them onto the hot plate and let them boil. So we're going to turn the heat knob to 10 for our maximum heat, and basically we're going to let them boil, and when they boil, we're going to find their boiling points using a thermometer. Okay, so after you've measured the boiling point of the 3 beakers, you may now turn off the hot plate by turning the heat knob from 10 to 0. Afterwards, carefully move the hot plate to the side to let the 3 beakers cool. Okay, so basically we've been freezing these for 20 to 30 minutes now, and as you can see I use a lot of ice and salt to speed up the process and make it a lot colder. So basically, when you start seeing crystals form for each test tube, that'll signify that basically the test tubes have reached their freezing points. So when that happens, you should record each of the test tubes' freezing points with a thermometer. So basically, this is an example of how it looks when it starts to crystallize and freeze. So you can see the ice there on the test tube with the water. There's still a bit of water in there, but you can see there's a lot of ice developing in there too.
Alright chemists, so after you measure the boiling points of the beakers and the freezing points of the test tubes, record that data in your lab notebook, and then you should be done with the lab. And at this point, the last thing you need to do is just clean up the salt and ice bath, the beakers, and what's in the test tubes can all go down the drain.
So, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment in the comment sections down below. This project was inspired to us by the amazing Dr. O'Malley. Please make sure to subscribe and to like our video, And we will see you next time with more content. Goodbye.